So PLC, it is a weird device to IT people. Its operating system is not Windows nor Linux. It has industrial control networks whose protocol is almost proprietary, even though vendor said it is open protocol. So its life cycle is quite long, longer than decades, without fixing vulnerabilities. It's not a 0D regarding with the PLC. Sometimes 0-month attack or 0-year attack could be possible. I'm sorry about that situation. Actually, I had led the development of a PLC for many years. So it is a kind of atonement to me to work on OT cybersecurity. But still, I enjoyed it very much. So first question, why Mitsubishi choose to integrate security device on a PLC? Apparently, it is PLC vendor's responsibility to provide a secure PLC. But it's not enough. There are a lot of other devices, network to be protected, and the innovation speed of security is super fast. So it is difficult for us, such an old big company, to catch up with it. So we need someone's help, security vendor. Another motivation is people want to visualize all the devices at their site. So existing visualization tool, you can visualize PLC. Sometimes not precise, but still you can see it. But level 0 devices, it is hard to see it. So if we can put a security sensor on the PLC, we thought we can put a light shining deep into the sea. In order to do that, we had 3 options. First option is put external device right in front of a PLC. Good point of this option is there is no impact on control, but you need more space, extra cost to make it worse. It's hard to get the PLC data without causing extra network traffic. Second option is CPU module embedded. CPU module is a core device of a PLC. People store the ladder program on it. It executes the program. So it's ideal solution, or you can save space and cost, and you can get the PLC data, traffic. But unfortunately, our hardware resources are very limited. So we took option 3, intelligent module embedded. And get the PLC data via backplane without any impact on control with little cost. But here you have a question. How you can guarantee there is no impact on control? So this is today's main topic. And before explaining in detail, I will briefly explain outline of our solution. We implement endpoint sensor, ARC, by Nozomi network on our intelligent module. So intelligent module can communicate with the CPU module through backplane by using API. And the intelligent module has a 1 GB RAM, which is enough to let ARC run. And we installed a Debian 12 on the intelligent module. ARC embedded is running on it. And here, we have a backplane, one backplane for PLC systems, And a backplane has multiple slots and connectors. And each slot, you can insert any kind of a module. CPU module, which is necessary, network module, such as Ethernet, IP, Profinet, and analog input module, app module, digital input, output, drive module, serial communication module, and intelligent module. According to what we want to do, you can select any types of module. Normally, in the PLC, backplane provide parallel bus system. But in our IQR systems, it's a kind of a network. On a backplane, there is a switch ASIC, application specified IC, and this switch ASIC has a multiple port. Each port is connected to connector slot. And the physical layer is a 3 gigabps LVDS, so differential transmission. And each module can initiate a transaction talking to each other. For example, if you want intelligent module want to get the data of a PLC, intelligent module send a packet to the CPU module. I want your data. And the CPU module receiving the data and sending it back the data through backplane, through switch ASIC. And communication is duplex, so there is no bus confliction at all. Furthermore, on a CPU module, there is another ASIC. In that ASIC, there are two types of queue. One is high priority, the other is low priority. And all packets from intelligent module has low priority. So it is stored in low priority queue. And everything about control has high priority. So it is stored in high priority queue. This way, we can guarantee real-time control at network layer level by hardware. So I'm talking about application layer in the next slide. Software. So CPU software follow strictly cycle time. So each cycle time, at the beginning of a cycle time, CPU process, control process first. And whenever finish control process, CPU execute IT process, such as a request from intelligent module. If it finishes it, then CPU just wait until the end of a cycle time comes. For example, let's assume that your cycle time is 10 milliseconds. And this time, control process takes 5 milliseconds, and the IT process takes 3 milliseconds. Then remaining 2 milliseconds is idle time. In the next cycle, suppose that control process takes 7 milliseconds, and the IT process takes 4 milliseconds. So 1 millisecond over. In that case, CPU stop the IT process in the middle of IT process. Then switching to next cycle. This way, CPU keeps real time at application layer level. So there is a limitation. Here is the case. Suppose that intelligent module requests 3 packets, send the 3 packets, and the CPU module can only execute 1 request. In that case, remaining 2 requests will be executed in the next cycle time, 10 milliseconds later. That's a limitation of a technology, but I don't think people care that 10 millisecond delay in most cases. And that's how we assure real-time control, both in application layer level, software, and the network layer, hardware. So now you can see Arc Embedded does not any impact on control. So moving to next topic, what Arc Embedded can do. Arc Embedded can detect physical device access. What does it mean? CPU module has a USB interface. So you can bring your laptop, connect it to PLC via USB cable, and change the program. Existing IDS tool cannot detect it because basically they can monitor traffic, Ethernet-based traffic. But Arc Embedded can detect it because they can see the status of CPU via backplane. Similarly, there is a serial communication module in PLC systems. If you insert it on a base unit, you can change programs via serial communication. Again, existing IDS tool cannot detect it, but Arc Embedded can do it. So basically, Arc Embedded can go beyond Ethernet and obtain endpoint status, such as CPU hardware version, software version, performance data, and the status of a CPU. It runs, stop, got error, changing program. And furthermore, Arc Embedded can collect network information all the way down to level 1 and 0. So they can know what kind of a module inserted in each slot. And I get a data, what kind of a device is connected to PLC. And if you use external network tap, which we recommend to use, you can monitor the communication from the PLC to the PLC. So tap split communication into two. One is to CPU module. The other is to intelligent module. This way, intelligent module can snoop the traffic from to CPU. All right, I feel that I promote Arc Embedded too much. I'm not a sales guy. I'm honest people who has a technical background. Don't tell me that no one actually honest who says I'm honest. But anyway, all technology has limitations. So it is always good to make it clear. So first limitation is Arc Embedded works only for IQR PLC, our latest high-end series. So I know there are a lot of old devices running at your site. So you may need a master PLC IQR system on top of your system to explore level 1 devices. And secondly, user authentication is available only on the specific type of a CPU. So not all the devices, not all type of a CPU, IQR CPU, have this functionality. And third, read program via USB access cannot be monitored by ARC embedded. So ARC embedded can detect when you change the program on the PLC, write access. But if you download the program from the PLC to your laptop, read access, it cannot detect. What's wrong with it? Here is the case. A man authenticated people, a person, bring his laptop, connect a PLC via USB, and download the data of a PLC to his laptop. So far, it's a quite normal access, write access. But after that, he quit company and sell it to your competitor. What if you stored the recipe of a Coca-Cola on the PLC? What if people store how to manufacture a lithium battery for Tesla? For the owner of Coca-Cola and Tesla, I don't know if they're doing this way. It's just an example, but it's a real case. Actually, I heard that case from one of our customers, so it happens. It's not a cyber attack, but still, it's all about security. It impacts on property of your company. So our band-aid solution, alternative solution is to use user authentication function. Then you still send a clear message to criminals. I monitor you. Whenever you log in that CPU, I can detect it. I don't know if you download the program, but still, you are monitored. I know it's not enough. So our R&D team, with the Nozomi R&D team, is working on it in progress. Don't ask me how to do that. It's quite confidential. So anyway, there is a limitation. So wrapping up future casting, what ARC embedded means for customers and industries. ARC embedded makes OT/IoT system more secure. It can manage all assets, including level 0 devices. But it is only part of factory or plants where a Mitsubishi PLC is used. There are more other devices at the plant site. I really hope other level 1 device vendors to follow us. Yes, we are a competitor, but we are not enemy. We need to work for the same purpose. We cannot do it for customer. So I assume that you will probably find a different way from us. I show it today, but because architecture is different, so you may take option 2 or option 1. Either you may come up option 4 and 5. But a method doesn't matter. We need to find a way. We can have a same goal to visualize level 1 and 0 device to make customers' site secure, to make the world better. And finally, thank you, Nozomi, for working with us, making this wonderful innovation. And I thank you, Dale S4, for giving me this honorable, great opportunity. And I thank you, everyone, listening to me. Thank you.
We do have time for Q&A, so if you have a question, go up to the microphone, please. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the talk. Very interesting. So it seems like the easiest thing for the customer would be option 2, embedding it into the PLC CPU. Do you envision, as more resources become available on PLCs, like next generation PLCs, do you envision Mitsubishi embedding it in the PLC?
Exactly. Again, it's highly confidential, so I cannot say much about it. But yes, we should do it. And in other vendors, maybe they already can afford to do it. I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm already up. Hi.
Hi.
It's been a while since I programmed in an FX2N, but I had a couple of questions about backplane. Let me back up. The backplane pinout and data diodes. I haven't read up on this. I don't know if there's anything published yet. So thanks for going over the information here and being so open about it. So I guess my first question would be the data coming out of the what I'll call a sensor. I didn't know what term you used, but the ARC module. Is that something that would be compatible with the data diode to ensure one-way communication? And the pins on the backplane that you're accessing to get to the addressable memory, are those specific to that module so that you don't have access to any higher level function in the CPU? Or how have you kind of bridged that issue of being able to maybe do like a memory overflow or something like that? Is that something you considered in your process?
Let me clear your question.
Absolutely.
What's the case you worry about?
Well, I guess I was curious about every manufacturer has a different level of access in their backplane, right? And you did talk about overhead time slice and execution of, core tasks, say.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the exact Mitsubishi terminology is for it, but continuous tasks. Have you done anything specific in hardware to make the module, I guess, diodable? Is it using a UDP protocol when it sends information out?
Mm-hmm. Well, in the architecture level, I don't know. We don't have such kind of systems.
Okay.
But in application layer, we may implement as such.
Okay, I'd be curious. So, and you mentioned working with other vendors or encouraging them. Is this something you'd be interested in pushing as kind of like maybe not an open standard, but maybe an open architecture on that module?
So say again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this something you'd be interested in working with other vendors to make like an open standard for the communication out?
You want to just send the data out, not in?
Yes. And then is that a protocol that supports that?
Well, it could be, but is it okay in the network layer level? They send the ACK-NAC.
Right.
So
so you'd have to spoof that, I guess. Right. TCP then. Okay.
So in the application layer level,
right.
Yes, you can do it. But
Okay.
in the network layer, there must be automatic ACK-NAC communication.
Okay.
So if you allow it, the answer is yes.
Got it. All right. Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you all.